Hi everyone, it's Simon here and it's Monday the 30th of January. Thanks for watching, thanks for your continued support for the site. Don't forget to tell your friends all about it, and don't forget to check out the new weather charts I've got on the site too. If you go just up the top here, you will see click on weather charts, and I'm adding stuff on there all the time from various different models, so you can go in and have a look at the data yourself. Just wanted to kick off today taking a look at how the global temperature, this is the global temperature anomaly from Ryan Maury's excellent website. It shows it over the last few days from the beginning of the month look all the way through, and we've got a blue line down here. This solid line is the temperature anomaly as reanalyzed from charts, so that's the actual temperature anomaly, and then this black line here with the circles on it are the forecast temperature anomalies globally, so for the whole world during the coming 8 to 10 days. And it's interesting, look how the anomaly started above here, above normal here up till about the 11th of January, then we fell below, and look, it's been below ever since, and it kind of bounces around up until about the 4th, and then it starts to pick up again. So these are global temperatures, remember. What I always find fascinating about this is that it proves that there's only a certain amount of energy available in the atmosphere, and that things do go in cycles and do balance themselves out globally. You can see how we started off warm and now it's managed to even itself out by going cold, and it's going to be coming back up to warm levels once again. I think it's just fascinating the way that the weather works like this. Okay, on to the real point of the forecast then. Let's take a look at how things shape up in the next few days. Oh, and I should say that the site, of course, is as always kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around here. So click on the advert if you like it, go through it, generates revenue for us and shows the sponsor you're interested as well. And also, don't forget to leave your comments on the site too. If you look down the bottom here, you'll see a comments window. If you fill that in, press add your story. It won't appear instantly, but it will do about 30 seconds or so later, so you can add on your comments to the forecast there. Tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and don't forget to look at the Weather Web reporters stuff too. They're adding in new things all the time, so go and have a look and see the stories that they're reporting on as well on the website. You can see it's growing, isn't it? And it's all thanks to your feedback, so thanks for that. Okay, so back to the weather. This is the 500 millibar anomaly chart for midday today, and the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to compare today with the upcoming forecast. And there's British Isles underneath here. Look, notice how the jet stream is coming out of the States with a deep trough over the eastern states, across the Atlantic, but it's hitting the block of cold air and high pressure that's in over the northern parts of Russia at the moment. That red there is the real high anomalies over that part of the world. So the jet stream comes in, hits it, and then it splits. A section of it goes north, so taking it across Iceland and through northern parts of Russia, and then a section of it goes south, although only very weakly, look, through the Bay of Biscay and then down into Iberia. The way I can tell it's the jet stream is it's just where those solid lines are closer together. They're the height lines at 500 millibars, which is about 18,000 feet. Think of them similar to isobars, and closer together they are, the stronger the wind, so it's that it tells us where the jet stream is. So you can see how that's split north and it's split south as well. Now, compare that to the forecast for the next 10 days, and this is the mean of the 500 millibar flow that I show you virtually every day, and this is running ahead from next Monday through to Thursday the 9th of February. We've got the ECMWF on the left here, we've got the GFS on the right, both actually in fairly good agreement as far as 500 millibars are concerned, but I'll show you in a moment that they're out of agreement as far as the surface level is concerned. But what this is showing us, look, from Monday through to Thursday, so this is next Monday through to the following Thursday, is the ridge and above normal heights look out towards the west of the country, with a trough over Europe on the ECMWF. On the GFS, yep, we've still got this ridge, look, that links all the way through the British Isles into northern parts of Russia. Don't make so much of that trough. They've got the trough further west, and they've kind of split it into two here with a cold pool across the western med too. And the effect is, and it's only a subtle difference, is if you follow these lines, look, the winds across the British Isles are north to northwesterlies, a milder direction. But if you, as far as 500 millibars are concerned, but if you look at the GFS, look, it pulls back that ridge and it brings us into an east to northeasterly flow. So it keeps the country colder. So the GFS has got a much colder scenario to the ECMWF, and I think at the moment it's going to be the GFS that wins out. Okay, how do the ensembles look? Again, this is from Dr. Ryan Mowry's excellent website. This is the North Atlantic Oscillation. We're staying in negative territory, and some pretty good agreement between the models too. They're tending to keep us neutral to negative. So that suggests that the westerly flow across the Atlantic is going to be staying weak right the way through to the 15th of February. 15th of February is my magic date, by the way, because that's when I think we should see temperatures returning back to nearer normal. And then the Arctic Oscillation, well, that's negative. That means that the cold air is able to tip off the pole and come further southwards through the hemisphere, and that's exactly what's happening. We're in these cold conditions, but interestingly, look, this finishes at the 15th of February, and it keeps us in negative territory right the way through. And all of the runs of the spaghetti of the ensemble, that's all of the various starts of the ensemble, are in negative territory. So it certainly is suggesting that this cold weather is here to stay for some time, and I'm leaning towards that idea. Now, putting detail on things is a completely different matter, because this is, by the way, the charts from the website you're on at the moment. If you go to the top there, look, and you click on weather charts, this is what you get. You get various different models showing down the left hand side there. I've got the GEM, the Canadian GEM model on here. This is for midday on Saturday. And what I want you to notice, excuse me, what I want you to notice is this area of low pressure moving across Southern Ireland into southwest England. Now, at this stage, you can't say this is exactly what's going to happen. You take guidance from it, and you take the pointers that the model is giving you. So it's bringing this area of low pressure across southwest England, look, and if I knock it on by 12 hours, this is to midnight on Saturday. And notice how the low is tracking across southwest England, and then it tracks into France and disappears as we get into Sunday. However, this could well bring a period of snow, and significant snow, across Ireland, Wales, central and southern parts of England during Sunday. But it's not a done deal. The only reason I'm saying this at the moment is because several models are backing this up. If we compare it to the ECMWF, so we click on ECMWF, mean sea level pressure, and we take a look at how the ECMWF sees it for the same time. Let's go back to that. So if we take it to midnight on the 4th, high pressure is in, and then if we look at midnight on the 5th, we've got a front that moves through, but look, the low pressure isn't there. And after that, watch what happens. There's the 6th, so this is next Monday, and there's Tuesday. A much milder west to southwesterly flow. Whereas if we go back to the Canadian model, you'll notice on that as we run through, let's just get back to where we were. There we are. There's our low, look, clearing away midnight on Sunday. If we play that on, there's midday Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Look, the high squeezed back north, and it's brought us back into a cold northeasterly flow. So the cold weather returns, and this is where I think we're going to go with this pattern. I don't believe the ECMWF. I think it's got this one wrong. I think we're going to stay in this cold pattern because cold air is so dense and it's so difficult to get rid of. So I do think we're going to stay in this cold pattern. I think we've got to look for the threat of snow next weekend, particularly Sunday running into Monday. Particularly across Ireland, Wales and the southern half of England, although we'll firm up on that. Don't get jumping up and down about it if it doesn't happen. It looks at the moment as if that's where this risk is going to be. And then after that, I think we go back into the colder air, and I think that is going to be taking us through until about the 15th. Funny enough, I think between the 10th and the 15th, temperatures probably do start to pick up a little bit. But I think after that, we're then near normal conditions. But prior to that, I think we've got some very cold weather on the way. Hope that's been useful for you. Do keep the sun shining, and remember that the site's kept free of charge by the adverts you see. So if you see one you like, click on it, go through to it, generates revenue for us, and also shows the sponsor you're interested in what they do. So thanks again for watching. Get ready to wrap up warm because things are going to be turning colder, and I'll have an update through the day. And don't forget, we'll be updating the musings too. Thanks for watching.